Hi everyone and welcome. It's Lillian coming to you from Stamper's Niche. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Alberta, Canada. And I have something I've been wanting to share with you for a while, and I couldn't quite figure out how to do it, so I thought I'd just take the plunge and do it anyway. Isn't that often the way it is? We think about doing things and sometimes we just have to take that step and do it. My daughter one time said, when she was little, she said, my mommy thinks about doing it, but my auntie does it. So she was referring to the fact that I would come up with the ideas, but my sister was the one that would make it happen. So we are going to see if I can make this happen tonight. And while people are hopping on, I welcome you, and as it's getting right down to the crunch for Christmas. So I hope things are falling into place for you and everything is going well. I just have one question as I go down to my desk. Do you have a traditional food that your family likes to eat? I'm not talking about the turkey dinner, but during the Christmas season, is there a special food that you like to eat? For example, our family loves to have something called lefse for breakfast, and lefse is like a potato crepe. Apparently it's Norwegian in origin, and it was one of our kids' babysitters many years ago who introduced us to it. We don't have Norwegian roots, and we fell in love with it, and it's become a family tradition. I know if you're French Canadian, it might be the French Canadian meat pie called tortilla, or might be something else. So do you have a special food other than the traditional turkey dinner that you have to have during the Christmas season? Let us know in the comments below as you're saying hi and where you're watching from and all that good stuff. And as I get all set up, I have my camera a little higher tonight because what I am doing is going to require bigger camera space. So we'll see how this goes. And let's get like that. And we will get the computer going and all that good stuff. So let me just make sure that I'm actually coming up live, and it looks like it. And I just wanted to point out that this catalog here is retiring soon, and it is really a good catalog. But if there's something in there that you really want, pretty soon you will not be able to get it. Very few items are carrying forward. A few are, but most are just now while supplies last. And so they're called the last chance products. And some of them are up to 60% off. So do make sure that you have checked that out. So it ends January 4th, but if there's something you want, I'd get it sooner rather than later because more and more things are selling out all the time. Now, that being said, I am hearing that many of you are receiving these two catalogs. Let me just see if I can get them there. So the new mini catalog that will start January 5th, and Celebration, which will also start January 5th. So if you have your catalogs, let us know if you have them. If you don't and would like one, and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Canada, sorry, I can only sell them or give them to Canadians, but contact me if you live somewhere else and you want to find a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Do let me know, and message me or something, and I'll put you in touch. But these are full of wonderful things. So let me know if you've got yours and if you've even picked out some favorite things out of them. All right. And maybe you're wondering, what's this with the tape here? Well, I have got some packing paper here to use as a background tonight, and it wanted to curl, and I had to fasten it down, and it looks like I got it in the camera. So we will just know that that's why it's there. Sue, you've got yours. Excellent. Have you had a chance to look at it, or is it too close to Christmas to take a look right now? So, and that also being said, I hope that you have subscribed to my newsletter Here it is here, and I'll also put it in the description afterwards because I share extra things in the newsletter. And I actually am working on a class, hopefully it'll happen, that I'm going to release right after Christmas. It's a class that'll get your crafting juices going post-Christmas. So if you're like me, when you have been doing Christmas projects for quite some time, sometimes it's hard to shift gears, and yet you need those birthday cards and anniversary cards and that kind of thing. So I am going to be working on that kind of class, so be watching for it. I'm going to remove this. This is my website here, and this is the current hostess code. I'm going to move it just so that it's out of the way right now. One of the things some of you have asked for is how to use your Stampin' Up! Supplies to do home decor or table decor, that kind of thing. So I wanted to do that tonight, and I went to grab my designer paper because I wanted to use that as my base, and I didn't have any 12 by 12 Christmas designer paper left. So shocker, I know. So then I went and I got my silver foil. Now I'm sorry about the glare. I've tried to adjust my lights, but some is the overhead light. So in our silver foil package, we have these 3 colors. So one of the things you can do with your designer paper is create a centerpiece. So you can put your paper down, and one way is just to, let's see, put it like that, and put another one like that. So I'm just putting them so they form diamonds, and then put another one in the middle. And let me just even put this higher up yet, so you get the idea. Oh, I'm sorry about that glare. We're going to take care of that in a minute, but you're getting the idea. Maybe I need to switch some of this out so that really glary one isn't on top. Anyway, so it looks really neat no matter what designer paper you use to do that. Then you can grab some of your ribbons. So this is all a silver motif. So I brought in some silver ribbon, and this silver mesh just works beautifully. And you can just drape that across, and you've already dressed it up a little bit. Then you can bring in, a little candle or something, and we'll just put this on. So now we're getting it going like that. We've created a bit of a centerpiece. You can get a scatter sequins. You could scatter some of these, but because I want to do some other things tonight, I don't want them running rogue on me. But you get the idea. You can create that centerpiece and make it as fancy or as simple as you want. You can add different things. Or what about a place setting? So let's move some of this out of the way and bring in just one piece of this and use it as a placemat. So as a placemat, you can use it square or, again, diamond shape. Now I just have to put that silver paper down here. And you can bring in a plate. So this is going to look fairly elegant because of the paper I had to choose, but you can imagine with gingham or whatever. And then we can make a napkin ring like that. And I'm going to show you in a minute where my inspiration for that came. And then, of course, you could make a little cracker treat to put up there, or something else if you wanted. So what I'm going to show you tonight is how to make the napkin ring, and then I'm going to show you some ideas for a children's table and different things like that. So let's move some of this out of the way here. And I got the inspiration from one of my downlines and friends, Linda Hawk, because she had sent me this Christmas card, and it has all of that silver. And since I only had silver paper to work with, I thought I'm going to be inspired by this. So first off, I took a strip of the silver paper that is 1 inch by 6 inches. So with a 1-inch strip, you could get 2 napkin rings. So let's form that into a napkin ring right away. And we're just going to use our bone folder and run it lightly between your finger, your thumb, and your bone folder, just to curve it a little bit so that it doesn't bend on you. It has a nice curve to it. So we'll bring that in, and we'll just bring in some tear and tape, or you could use Seal Plus too, and put it on one end like that. And we'll bring in or take your pick tool and peel the backing off. Just like that. And there, we've got our basic napkin ring. So now we're going to build what we've put on it here. So I took the Hollyberry die set, and it is still available, but it's in low supply. So it's this one here, and I used these open ones and then layered them on the closed ones here. So let's take a look at what I'm doing there. And we'll bring them in. And I used, just like Linda used here, the silver and the black. So we'll bring in our little mat. I should have used my adhesive sheets, but I didn't. So we will live dangerously and use liquid glue here. So there we go. Just have to find it. So with the liquid glue, especially on a project like this, you find your bigger spaces and then just add a little dab of it. And you don't have to get every spot, just here and there. It's light enough that it will stick just fine. So there we go. We've got it like that. So we'll bring this in. So how is everybody doing? Are you ready for Christmas, or scrambling, or I'll get there? I know the end is in sight. I can make it happen, so I'm not panicking. Where are you at? Are you in the panic mode, or the done mode, or I'm going to get there mode? I'm in the I'm going to get there mode. I went through some of the lists today, and I'm getting there, so that's okay. So there we go. So with the black underneath, I just think that looks so rich and elegant. So we've got that. Now what I could have done was used this, but I thought I wanted just a circle or something like that. So on this one, I used the black and embossed. On this one, I used the silver, and I could have not done anything and used it as a place name tag kind of thing. You could put someone's name on here. So let's make the white one and see which one you like better at the end. Now, where did I put my stamp? Here it is. I'm going to emboss in silver, so I'm going to use my Versamark. And just put some of that in. I just put hand lotion on my hands. Not a smart move when I'm making a card, so make sure that I've got that. Now what I need to do is keep it over to the side, as you can see here, so that I have room to put my leaves. It's a circle, so I don't have to worry about it being straight. There we go. We've got it just like that, and we'll bring in our embossing powder. I like to keep mine in a container, but you could keep it just in the thing that it comes into. There we go, tapping off the excess. Looks like I almost missed that part of the Y. This Happy New Year, I decided to go with the New Year part. Where did I put? I had the stamp set here just a moment ago. It'll show up in just a moment. So well, to use this, I'm going to use our super duper tweezers and the heat tool. So it's going to get noisy here for a minute. So just watch, and you'll watch the powder is actually going to change and become shiny and embossed, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this is one of the Christmas word sets. Who can tell me the name of the Christmas word set? Because for some reason I have misplaced it. And I should know. It's something about the lights or the glow or something like that, but I can't remember. Oh, here it is. It is from the Brightest Glow set. There we go. And here it is right here. Happy New Year. So that's what it's from. And that is carrying forward. That's one of the few that is carrying forward. So now we've got this part done. We just need to arrange our leaves on here. And I think I don't want them to cover the words, obviously, something like that. So I will bring in my glue dots and fasten them on. I'm going to fasten them right at the base, and then one more that's going to catch right up in there, but so likely right about there. Because some of it is going to be hanging off. I don't want the glue dot hanging off. So I'm just going to check. Yep, it's all safe. So the same principle here. One right at the base. And then one just over here, because I know that's going to hit the circle. Just like that. So now we've got it like that, and it's going to go onto the ring right where the join is, because then it's well hidden. So it'll go right there like that. So what I do, because it's circular, it's round, I don't want to put my adhesive side by side, because then it will pull the circle into a circle. If you wanted that look, that would be fine, but I want mine to be straight. So what I'm going to do is just put my adhesive in a row. So we'll just put like this, and one more, sort of in a row. It's sort of scattered, but it's heading that direction. So we've got it, and we'll put it on like this. This is when you need to get the words straight. So just like that. Now what we need is a bow. So we're going to bring in, and I forgot to bring the ribbon over, but it's just a step away. I should have tied the bow before, but I didn't. So we'll just see if I can do it here. Wrap it around. And again, I am just working from Linda's card. I did not put the little branches in just because I was getting too much stuff in there, but you certainly could do that. I did have them here that I could have added them in, but I just didn't think it needed it, but I certainly liked this ribbon mixed in with it. So we'll just give this a snip like that. And again, a glue dot to hold it on. Now, I don't want to cover my words, so I'm going to be a little bit strategic as where this goes. And then, of course, we just need a few embellishments. And this is turning into a great New Year's Eve or New Year's napkin ring. And what did I do? I think I'm going to put one here. And I might just leave this one with one right now. And then we'll bring in the serviette. And feed it through. And just like that, you have made a napkin ring for your table. And it's really quick and easy. So you can put that placemat down. Just move some of this out of the way here. You can put that placemat down. You can bring in a plate. Then you can add your decorated napkin. Just put it there like that. So which one is the one you think is the best? The one with the white circle or the one with the black circle? So there they are, the two of them. Which one would you lean towards? They're the same otherwise. So the white circle or the black circle? And while you're writing that, I am going to move this and get something else ready here. White circle or black circle? And I'm just going to take this layer off. And now we're going for a totally different look. See if I can fasten this down. I've got some washi tape here. There we go. So if you have a kids table, or if you just enjoy having kids around, this is an activity that works well for, I just realized I meant to do something with that other paper, but I'll come back to it in a minute. Give the kids some stamps. Let them stamp as you're getting a meal ready or whatever. And then when everybody sits down, bring out the crayons and let them start to color. And then they've got all of this and you're set to go. So this is fun for a birthday party, for a family gathering, or for whatever the occasion might be. So I was just playing with the gnomes right here. And of course, this was a huge hit, this video that I did last week with these little gnomes. So those would be cute on this as a tablecloth. And then I showed you this little luminaire that Judy gave me I showed it last week. But again, this would make a great centerpiece with all this gnome stuff. These are the little bags that we sell. And then you could bring in a fun plate, whether it is a little reindeer like that, or a little snowman. You could just have some fun and make it, instead of being all elegant, you could be whimsical and fun. So there's all that kind of thing going on as well. So you will notice that I had a little, oops, let me just see if you can see it. This one right here, I was nearly finished stamping and I dropped my stamp and it made a mess. That's going to happen with kids too. So don't get all upset about it. Put the box of crayons on top of it if you want, or the plate on top of it. Or you can take your designer paper and cut out a toadstool and glue it on top. There are lots of different ways of covering up a mistake, and it's really not a big deal. So I said I was going to show you something, and I forgot to do it before I peeled this other paper off. So I'm going to try to put it back on. If you could see how curly this paper is. It's at the end of one of those brown paper rolls. Oh, you're starting to see, I think, how it is. But I wanted just a plain surface instead of gnomes. There we go. So we had the silver. I wanted to show that using designer paper, you can use whatever you want. So for example, what if you brought in this paper here, and we've got it like that and like that, and then we'll use the reverse side, and then we've got a whole, wouldn't this be great for Easter or a bridal shower or a baby shower or something like that? So a lot of you have lots of designer paper. Do something like this with it, and then you could have other pieces for the placemats, and you're all set to go, all coordinated, and you can have lots of fun. Now I'm hearing some of you saying, whoa, 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 where did this paper come from? It's a little sneak peek. It's one of those mega packages of paper. Look at all of this. And it's in celebration. It's free with a $120 purchase. Those of you who have your catalogs, it's on page 14. I'm not allowed to show you the inside just yet, but I can show you this so you can have a look as I go through here. Look at all the colors that just look like spring, and they're fun. And oh, whoops, I got a whole bunch went there. But anyway, you can see what I'm talking about. So there's a little sneak peek at something from Celebration. And this is really, really nice. Speaking of sneak peeks, I have been working on Christmas presents, and I used the paper, that's such beautiful paper, in the current mini, and then I made this. And you might say, whoa, 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 where did these come from? There's another sneak peek. We're getting a new alphabets die set that is tall and skinny, and it is so much fun to work with. So there's a couple of sneak peeks in tonight's video, and just a bit of inspiration for using your crafting supplies in other ways, so that you can use you can celebrate all different kinds of celebrations, whether it's Christmas or New Year's or birthdays or whatever. So hopefully that's given you some ideas. This has been short and sweet, but I hope that it inspires you, and I also hope that you have a wonderful Christmas. I will likely be coming on impromptu at times during the Christmas season. I am playing with lots of new things, and I likely will be wanting to share them. But in the meantime, do have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.